Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I did say we were going to do, well, the first DLC this time, but actually there's some other stuff. Again, minor things I want to do beforehand, but that should not fill an episode, at least I don't think so. First things first, well actually there's really only two things I want to do, which are both fairly minor I think. So in my inventory I can show you I have 3 souls of a giant, and I need 5, or I want to have 5 in the eventually. Wow, this feels a bit slow. Oh well. We'll manage. Let's just go in here quickly. I think there's gonna be one more. Yep, block 1, kill him. And all this stuff has already been explodified, so I can now run through here. You're fooling no one. And these guys are attacking a tree. Because the giant memory I went in, where I killed the giant lord, is not the only one. There's 2 more, and each of those will award me with a giant soul as well. I don't know these areas very well, so I might very well die. No promises, I guess. Okay, so in here I can talk to this guy.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in, whether you are guided by bravery or brashness. This is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist. Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it. And I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Take these. I think you may just need them. Don't ask me why. I just do.
So, I think he just gave us the Drangleic Helm? I don't know why he says take these when he only hands you one item. I'm thinking they probably had recorded that at a point when he gave you more than one item, and now it's kind of pointless.
This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us. Be gone with you. Be gone.
Okay. Funny thing. Well, I wanted to listen to his dialogue and not skip through it. But that costs you so much time that you're not going to be able to finish the area. And this is a giant, by the way. And now he's dead. But yeah, as I said, we're not going to be able to finish the area this time around. Because we've already lost too much time talking to the guy, and as I've explained, or maybe I didn't, but it doesn't change the fact that it's true. Wow. No idea where that last arrow went straight through him. You have limited time in the memory, so I am not certain if these guys can be backstabbed. Wow. Well, that works as well. I got very careless there, and these guys hurt. I thought I could swing again and kill him, but nope. Oh well. Yeah, as I said, it's not going to be possible to do that area the same time you you talk to the guy, especially when, as I did, you don't actually skip through any dialogue. Wow. Oh. Guy up there throwing fireballs. Who cares? Trigger that. And yes, they can stun lock me because my armor does not have much poise. I'm not playing very well today for some reason. Still not fooling anyone. That's the kind of strange thing about, I guess, this section at least of the game. Giving us enemies that are pretending to be dead but aren't actually works only if there's some enemies that are actually dead. But those are very, very rare. Like all of these guys, they don't actually get up, but they are the exception, not the general rule. Whoa, 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 whoa! Keep forgetting that. Second time through, he's already here. But I don't believe he can smash through this. Oi. Oi! You know what? There you go. Is him dead? Now be careful with this guy, don't get greedy. Okay. Now you might remember that the Captain Drummond has told us that no man will challenge your exit or whatever. Well, he kinda lied. Because both these giants and the royal soldiers will fight us. They prefer fighting each other, so I am at least not a priority target. But there's no mechanic as in, you know, he said something like mention my name and they'll let you pass. Nope, doesn't happen. Good night. That guy can actually throw fireballs, so something to be avoided. But since giants are not immune to poison, you can just use that to kill them. I think there should be another one right here. That's actually quite a big one. And unlike in Dark Souls 1, where enemies of that size would have been quite slow, these guys are huge and fast. And have deceptively long range, so really be careful. Giant Warrior Club. I don't think I'm actually strong enough to use that. It's a very, very heavy weapon. Okay, here's a dead giant. Is this actually where we want to go? Because I really don't remember. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, this looks fine. What's down here? Rouge water, that's nice. Which for some reason, for a long time, I mispronounced as rogue water. Oh dear, the ashen mist has thinned. That means I don't have much time left. Might be enough, but I think that's like the 20-second warning, so... No! I was about 10 seconds away from finishing the area. And when you come back, because good game design is good, these enemies have respawned, so yeah, instantly in aggro. Oh yeah, why not combo another hit in? Ugh. Okay, let's try that one again. Yeah, fine. Okay, now the big arena. Well, not why this place. Okay, let's start with the ironclad. Or, well, his friend caught an arrow for him, but that's fine. Let's start with him then. That's what you get. That's the price of loyalty. Wow, he just killed the ironclad with a single hit. It's not bad. There we go. And now, even if I hadn't attacked the royal soldiers, they would still have started swinging for me. See how fast that swing is? That's ridiculous. Again, make big enemies slow or give them some other disadvantage. Don't just make them size-enhanced versions of the small enemies. Okay, the guys up there will probably die to... the fireball throwing dude. Which suits me just fine. And it's very much scripted so that they can't kill him. I mean, I think he just took 2 damage from one of the arrows. This is also another section of the game where you really, really don't want to be melee only. Wow, did you see that? That range, it's insane. Go on, one more should do it. It almost hit me again. But I think I have more time than I did when I went here last. Oh, a chest. Petrified something. Fair enough. Okay, one more enemy to kill. Not missing as many arrows also helps, so I think I should be fine this time. Yeah. No problem. And up here we get an old Radiant Life Gem. And over here we get Soul of a Great Hero and a Torch. And examining this gives us a Soul of a Giant. Examining it again takes us out of here. Yada yada. This took longer than it should have, really. I apologize. Now the advantage of, what makes this section a bit nicer is that as long as you haven't, once you attack the first one rather, they become aggressive towards you. But by default they're actually aggressive towards the tree. Now, H-Feather. And I don't quite know why. I think it's because they still recognize it as a giant, even though it's kind of a dead giant. And the giants were their enemies. Where was the next one? I know where the next one is. Well, the last one. There's only one more. And as I said, each soul of a giant makes the fight against Vendrick easier. And you can stack that up to 5 times, so having 5 souls makes the fight as easy as it's ever going to get. Hello, you people. How would you like to die? Not that it matters, because you have no choice. Hello, you people. You drop a life gem. I do like this axe. It's a shame that the game forces you to use ranged combat so much. And there is Ben Hart, by the way, so we're gonna have a bit more dialogue now.
What are you doing here? Who'd have thought we'd meet in a place like this? Fate just won't let us stay apart, will she? See, the old sword's caught your attention. Well, you've a good eye then. That has been in my family for generations. They say it is crafted with moonlight. And we all know what that means. It wards off evil. And I wouldn't trade her for all the riches in the world. It's said that no man has ever teased out the sword's true power. But in the right hands. I see you've taken a liking to the sword. Well, I applaud you, for you've a sharp eye. But this is one sword, pal. I wouldn't be giving up. If you still insist on having it, then you will have to pry it from my cold hands. We have outwitted death a good many times. Oh, my dear friend, take these.
There we go.
I've a great debt to you, and I'll never forget it. I, Ben Hart, swear by my honor to aid you in your darkest hour, so no problem, pal.
I like him. And he's just given us the Blue Moon Greatsword. Sadly, there's no scaling. Well, it's just the sword he's using. He's finally given it to us. Well, I say finally. I guess, I don't know. It's a staple of the games, so lots of people were... Someone really liked this sword. I don't like it that much myself. I mean, people complained a lot that it wasn't in Bloodborne, so I put it in with a DLC. I don't know. I guess it's a tradition thing, which perhaps I just don't care for it that much. I never liked it. Now, as I said, I haven't played Demon Souls. I've only played Dark Souls 1 and 2, which both have the Moonlight Sword.
Oh, look at you, old friend. I see your travels way up on the yet. Just remember, I'm always ready to help. My homeland is in the Far East, a kingdom of honourable fighting men. And this sword, yeah, awaits a true man to wield it. I know how swords think, you see.
Well, you've already given it to me, so... Yeah. I think this is a dead end? No, it's not actually. Do I want to be here though? I don't really think so, no. Wow, 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 wow. La 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 la. There we go. Almost died there, but that's fine. These guys are not as weak as the Dragon Lake soldiers. Or the hollow, I guess, Dragon Lake soldiers that you meet early in the game. So I can't actually one-hit them. Fading Soul, this is just to distract you. Fading Souls are basically troll items that they put in certain locations, so you go for them and possibly don't pay enough attention to other things. Incidentally, that Pharaoh's Lockstone contraption there. Oops. I slipped off my block button and didn't actually hold the shield up. Oh well. Yeah, if you activate the second Pharaoh's Lockstone, it'll just trigger a trap. It doesn't do anything good for you, basically. So I won't do it. Because I'm a rebel like that. Yeah, Fading Souls. Generally put in places where they want you to get an item, or go for an item, but it's not really, the item is not the reward, it's just a trap. See how I kill this giant for you guys? Do you even care? No, they do not. As I said, they recognize you as an enemy, no matter what you do. So, even if, like me, you're kind of helping them, they don't care. Can I just backstab you? No, I cannot, because you're in that corner. Oh, do something already. Fine then. Chip damage it is. Wow. Spear guys are terrible. Do I want to destroy this one? I think so. I might not have much time left. In fact, I'm almost certain I don't have much time left. But who cares? If I forgot anything important here, I'll get it at some other point. So yeah, you just examine that giant corpse and then you're done again. Because the reason you go here is obviously for the giant souls. So, H-Feather. And then I guess I'll go to Majula and buy some life gems, and let me see how my resin situation's looking. Okay, I can definitely use charcoal and dark. Rotten I rarely ever use. Travel to Majula. I don't remember where to get charcoal and dark, by the way, but I'll find someone, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay, actually let me check what a level up would cost me. No wait, I don't level up at the bonfire. I level up at the old lady.
Bearer of the cart until...
Okay, la-di-la-di-la, a level up. Well, I can afford 2 of them. Okay. I'm sorry that this is another housekeeping episode. I know the last one was as well, but I think I want to go to No Man's Wharf now and get the mage from there. I'm not sure. Did I completely finish this area? As in, kill all the respawns? I'm not certain anymore. Not that it really matters. Okay, well I certainly killed some of the respawns, but not all of them. Wow. Okay, I know you're still alive. And I think at 8 intelligence this guy should speak to me.
I sense power. Very well. From this day, you shall be my new pupil. I am Carillion, Carillion of the Fold. Surely you've heard the name.
He has an awesome voice.
Do not be afraid. Let us explore the limits of sorcery.
Okay, so he sells some basic magic stuff. And some fairly basic spells. I mean, I don't think any of these are really, really strong. But yeah.
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery, even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil. Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to mastery.
I think he's referring to the fact that we can lower the requirements of a spell, but that will mean it's going to be less effective, essentially. As in, I've explained that before. You can use the Simpleton Spice, for example, to reduce the intelligence requirement on a spell. But of course, because you will have lower intelligence, it won't be as strong. A spell that requires 40 intelligence, if you have 40 intelligence, it's going to be quite strong. If you lower that requirement to 20, then and you only have 20, then it's not going to be as strong. Of course, if you have 40 intelligence but lower the requirement anyway, that's not going to make it less effective.
The forces of magic, I said, sorcery.
Okay, I think that's about it.
Young pupil.
And then he says, may we meet again in Majula, and I think he's going to move there. Okay. I'll see where I can get dark or fire pine resins in between episodes. But he is now going to be in Majula. I'll just quickly show you where. He is sitting right there under the tree. I believe I now have all the NPCs that I could have in the game in Majula. Oh, and let's check how often I've died. 42! Wow! It really is the answer to life and death. That was quite fun. I mean, I'll die some more in the DLCs, but technically I'm now done with the main game, so hey, 42 deaths. That's not that bad. I had estimated, well, 3 digits, honestly. But yeah, obviously knowing the game helps, and using ranged attacks helps. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, even though it was kind of boring. Next time, I promise we will start on the DLC. So yeah, see you then. Bye bye.